Do you have gas? We do too. But don't even worry about it because this presentation will not get rid of your gas, but it'll make you feel better about yourself.
So the statistical question that we focused on in our experiment is, are Amazon whoopee cushions an accurate representation of real flatulence?
We chose this topic because we live in a society where we are shamed for our natural body function of breaking wind. Through our statistical study, our goal is to destigmatize flatulence. Caitlin works at Chipotle where she gets free food. Unfortunately, this also means free beans, and she tends to take advantage of this. What she did not realize, though, is that with free Chipotle comes atrociously loud farts followed by awkward silences. Given our first-hand experiences, we hope that our project will foster productive discussion and ultimately normalize all farts.
So for data collection, we randomly sampled 30 whoopee cushions from Amazon, and we measured each decibel emitted, or the decibel emitted by each unit of whoopee cushion using Decibel X, a phone app that measures decibels. And we used the same brand, or we used this, all 30 whoopee cushions were the same brand in order to minimize bias and variability.
So for the problems and confounding variables of our experiment, the first was the accuracy of decibels measured, and we minimized the effect of this variable by being in a quiet room so that other sounds wouldn't affect the decibels that we got from the phone measurement.
To account for the consistency of our data, we recorded the volume from the same distance away from the whoopee cushion each time, which was about 6 feet.
And to account for the pressure exerted on the whoopee cushion, we had the same person sit on the whoopee cushion for a constant weight.
And then this is our data display, which contains our graph and summary statistics. So as you can see from the graph, the data was approximately normal and unimodal. And as for the summary statistics, the sample mean was 72.38 decibels, and the sample standard deviation was 10.048 decibels.
We decided to use a one sample mean hypothesis test, where our null hypothesis was the true mean of the decibels was equal to 80, because according to Mel magazine, the average decibel of a human fart is about 80 decibels. And our alternative hypothesis is that the true mean is not equal to 80 decibels, and we used a significance level of 0.05. We met all the conditions of the one sample mean hypothesis test because we have a random sample of Party City whoopee cushions, and our 30 Party City whoopee cushions are less than 1/10 of all Party City whoopee cushions. And we met the normal condition because we had a sample size of 30, which fits the central limit theorem, and we can approximate normality.
And then as for actually calculating the t-statistic, we just use the formula, which is the sample mean minus the null hypothesis mean over the standard deviation divided by the square root of our sample size. And then we got a t-statistic of negative 4.008. And then we calculated the p-value, which ended up being 3.9147 times 10 to the negative 4. And then our conclusion from this p-value is that since p equals 3.9147 times 10 to the negative 4th power, which is less than our significance level of 0.05, we reject our null hypothesis, which is mu equals 80 decibels, and have convincing evidence for our alternative hypothesis. Mu is not equal to 80 decibels, and this basically suggests that our whoopee cushions that we tested are not an accurate representation of true farts.
So based on our experiment, Amazon whoopee cushions are not an accurate representation of real flatulence. And some problems that we faced during our experiment was that We invested in cheap whoopee cushions, which resulted in bad quality. And we had some faulty cushions, which didn't make any sound. And along with this, we had some cushions that deflated before sitting on it, which led to unrealistic circumstances. And the app also had a lag. So in the future, if we were to follow up on the study, our follow-up study would probably be studying different brands of whoopee cushions for better accuracy. Thank you.
That was a good one.